He came for her. Class had just ended for the day. She had planned to slip free of Sister Mary Martha's watch, ease away from the other girls at play, and head down to the march. As long as she made it back before the downward sun touched the school silhouette, she would not be missed. Today, however, turned out differently. As she stood scraping the grass from her brogans, an angry nun descended down the cool, polished hall toward her. She barely heard the jangle of the long rosary beads and glanced back to see the nun's flapping black habit approach like a giant bat when she was arrested by the sharp slap of her surname, Miss Hoffman. Then she was swiftly delivered, not to the headmistress's office, Mother Zaveria's, as she suspected, but to the large formal drawing room reserved for visitors. Hustled into the parlor's strict luxury, she swapped at her unruly hair and gave a pull to her uniform belt. She divined that at least she must give a semblance of propriety to whatever awaited her. The compact form of the sandy-haired man standing at the window needed no introduction. "Father!" She assaulted him, running forward. Just as he eagerly turned toward her, she came to an abrupt halt. The man in front of her was not arrayed in his usual manner, an impeccably tailored frock coat and vest, gold stick-pin gleaming at his throat. No, he was as handsome as ever, but here he was, dressed down, in whipcords and an old green Norfolk jacket. Was he just stopping by from a hunting expedition? And why was he here in the middle of a school week? His cheeks gleamed with freshly shaved jowls. Those were not Wellingtons on his feet, but some shapeless slippers of deer hide. She quickly assessed him. Something was wrong. Moccasins, as she soon learned they were named, the first sign of his new, consuming interest. While he was just brimming over with barely contained enthusiasm, she could not but fail to notice the intense agitation of the Mother Superior, her chin drawn deep into the folds of her starched wimple, just like a box turtle, Anna thought. Agitation propelled the rosary beads deep in the folds of her habit into a disturbing clacking as one of her highly shined black shoes betrayed a restraint barely kept in check from tapping out further indignation. Expectantly, Anna looked from Mother Xaveria to her father's face, wreathed in a grin. Dropping to one knee, throwing open his arms, he bid her welcome. "I've come to get you." And just like that, her days at the academy were brought to an abrupt end. With barely a smidge of decorum, Dr. Huffman transported his daughter from the fine school he had entrusted with her education and care. Heads together, to her delight, he told her of giving up his thriving practice in the city and that they were moving up to his hunting lodge in the foothills of the Appalachians near Fort Ligonier and the Warrior Path.